Hello, welcome to Pilates Matwork. So today's class, we're going to start standing. We'll end standing. We will move our bodies at a moderate pace and get into a lot of the core, or abs, if you want to think about it that way. Props, you only really need a block, and that's only for people that are like me that have short arms. When we do kneeling side series, you're in a little bit better form. You don't have as far to reach, just an option, not a requirement. Blanket is for a knee cushion in case you need that for the same exercise. Otherwise, you just need yourself. So from here, let's just start standing. Let's take the feet and legs about hip width apart here. So right in line with the hips, and the hips, knees, and toes are tracking forward. Good. And make sure that your big toes are also in alignment with each other. So one's not forward of the other. And I'm just going to start in this gentle motion here of just going into side bending. And my belly button is in. Good. Now, as you come back to center, just kind of feel the balance in all four corners of both feet. And we'll take that again. This time, could you side bend deeper? Think about squeezing the low rib cage and the top of the hip. And so this, because it's a little bit bigger, might be a little bit slower. Good. Now, as I come over towards my right, I'm pressing through the left side. So when I come to the left, I'm pressing towards the right side. Good. And I'm activating this area right here. Good. And then when you're ready, we'll come back up from here. Just wiggle, 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 taking the arms out. Good. Let the knees, let the hips bend with you. Just kind of go one side and then the other. I'm going to step forward a little bit here just so I don't hit my wall behind me. Good. Good. And then from here with squats, just take some big arm circles. So we're just kind of getting a little bit more, it's getting the joints and things just a little bit more mobile. And let's take that in the opposite direction. Good. And then when we're ready, good. Let's take this into some bigger squats. Let's take hips, knees, and toes out away from the body. Good. Think about a rod is behind you. So we're nice and long here. So we're trying to get out of the habit of hinging forward. So we want to be nice and tall. Hips, knees, and toes track. And I'm just going to let my arms move here. How deep you come all depends on how your knees and your hips feel. So for example, this might be a couple inches, might be for some people. Some of us might be able to come really deep here. That's fine. Go to your body's range. Good. And then we'll take this up. Good. Now let's take the arms forward and open. We're still squatting. And I'm just alternating arms on top. Maybe even give yourself a hug here. We hug other people. We need to hug ourselves sometimes too. Good. And one more time. Good. And take that down. Good. So just step that in and just take one leg out to the side. Good. Just opening a little bit. And then when you're ready, good, we are going to come to the back of our mat. And we're going to do some standing roll downs and work our way to Pilates push-ups. So different things for different people. It's easier if you're parallel hip width apart. It's a little bit more challenging if you step the feet closer together and together. It's most challenging if you're in a Pilates V, which just kind of looks like that. About a fist width apart between the two big toes. Heels are connected. So that's how I'm going to practice here. So wherever you're going with your legs, think about downward pressure from hip to heel, zipping up from pubic bone to behind the navel. We're just going to let the arms relax to the side. They'll just do what they do. And then from here, big inhale, belly button in, exhale, nodding the chin. Think about peeling down one vertebrae at a time. Try not to hinge the hips back. It's better to bend the knees. But if you really get into that hip to heel connection, that helps you with the stability here. Because if you don't have that stability and connection, the tendency is you kind of feel like you're going to fall forward. So zipping up, heel to hip from the tailbone. We will roll that up. Good. Coming all the way back up. We're gonna do that one more time, just like that. Inhale, exhale. Getting out of the hip hinge habit takes a lot of practice. Good, and taking that up. Good, let's take the arms up overhead. We're gonna roll down. We'll walk that out into a plank. Big inhale, exhale, nod. Rolling that down. Walk it out to your plank. Knees can be lifted or grounded. Pause for a moment. And when you're ready, hinging the hips back, that will be harder, or bending your knees as you walk the hands back towards the feet. Stop the hips over the ankles. Get into that deep C curve scoop, and then hip to heel engagement, rounding that up. Good, taking it all the way up, arms up, and we'll open. We'll do that again. We'll hold this plank this time. Inhale, exhale, taking that down. Good, walking it out, knees grounded or lifted. We've got 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your way back to your feet. Stopping hips over the ankles. Round, round, round. Coming up. And we'll open. This time we're going to walk it out to the plank. We're going to take 2 push-ups. Inhale, exhale, taking that down. Of course, if 1 push-up is all you can do, then that's all you can do. Good. Take this forward. Knees grounded or lifted. Elbows straight back, halfway down. Press 1, halfway 2. Good. Take it back. Stop hips over ankles. Round, round, round. Taking it up, and we'll open. This time we'll take 2 push-ups again. We will drop the knees and stay down there. So big inhale, exhale. I'm getting warm now, starting to glow. I hope you are too. Good. Walking it out. Good. From here, when you're ready, good. Push up. Take it halfway 1, halfway 2, and drop those knees. Maybe find a little child's pose. Whenever you're ready, come back to all fours. I'm going to spread my fingers wide, rooting through the knuckles of the pinky, pointer, and thumb. Hips over the knees, maybe a little bit wider if you need that, but belly button in. Good. From here, inhale, shine the heart forward, tip the pelvis back, nice cow pose. Exhaling around. And inhale, and exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. From here, when you're ready, good. We're going to go into tail wag. So what this means, and some people like a knee cushion for this one too, I'm just going to take my right knee back just a little bit here so it's not directly under the hip. Good. And I'm bending that knee. And as I let that foot drop towards the right, I'm going to look over my right shoulder at that foot. And then I'm going to let that right foot cross the body to the left. And then I'm going to look over the left shoulder at that foot. So we wag the tail. Good. So as you go from left to right, think about squeezing from the low rib cage to the top of the hip here. So this is some oblique work again. Good. One more time. Good. Taking that down. Good. Same thing. Left knee comes back just a little bit here. Good. Going to the left and to the right. And left and right. And left and right. And left and right. One more. And left and right. Good. From here, when you're ready, let's go into a crunch and diagonal. If you need to decompress the wrist for a moment, or at any time while we're here, just come back into a little child's pose. You can come to the cupcake fingertips. Some people use wedges here to lift the wrists up a little bit higher. Those are great too. And another thing, if you don't have that but need that, your folded blanket, we'll give you that little lift here as well if you need it. So from here, Let's take the right foot back. Good. Let's take left foot forward. So we're in the sunbird. Good. I'm reaching, I'm pressing that mat away. From here, I'm gonna round, crunch forward. Inhale, lengthen, take it to diagonal. Come back center, crunch, lengthen, diagonal, center. Crunch, lengthen, diagonal, center. Crunch, lengthen, diagonal, hold. So really press that mat away. You're engaging the glute, you're engaging the core and the front and back side of the body. This toe can come down if you need it to, and bring it back center. Take that down, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Decompress if you need it. And when you're ready, we're gonna take that same series to the other side. Coming back up. Left leg comes back, right arm comes forward. And here we go, and we'll crunch, and lengthen, and diagonal, and center. Crunch, lengthen, diagonal, center. Crunch, whoops, little balance check there. Lengthen, diagonal, center. Crunch, lengthen, diagonal, and hold. Breathe while you're holding the exercise, you're not holding the breath. And when you're ready, we'll take that back, take that down, a little child's pose. Good. From here, when you're ready, we're gonna come forward. We're gonna take a 15-second plank again, so knees lifted or lowered. And actually on this one, let's do this one on the forearms. So let's take the forearms down here. Good. So again, knees can be grounded or you can lift up here. And whenever you're ready, find your plank, shoulders in their pockets, belly button in. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower that down. Woo, little child's pose. And when you're ready, we're going to come onto our backs. So however you want to get there is fine. Good. Maybe it just feels good. It feels good to me. Usually just take my knees into my chest when I come onto my back. Good. I do this when I get in bed sometimes too. Good. And then from here, just take those feet down. All right. So from here, we're going to come into some toe taps. So your arms can be out to the side or they can be to the side. Or by your side, maybe I should say that better. But find where you need to be. So from here, I'm going to take my left leg into tabletop. Good. And then my right leg in the tabletop. I'm in a neutral spine. I'm nice and tight. Right leg only comes down to a hover. I'm only moving from the hip. I'm not moving anything from the knee. Good. So if you see, I'm keeping that angle the whole time. You can tap. I think it's harder with the hover because you can't cheat when you're in the hover, but you can cheat and let go of your connection when you're in the actual tap. Good. One more and take that up. Switching sides, left side now. Good. And exhale on the lift, inhale on the hover. And when you're ready, you can alternate between side to side if the single leg is enough of a challenge. If you want something a little bit more, zip the legs together, double leg. So coming, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now another way you can make this more challenging too, if you take a block underneath your hips at the lowest setting, that'll give you a little bit more range of motion to work with. It's a little bit more challenge. I didn't think about that before we started, but that's okay. Good. And when you're ready, woo, take those feet down, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We're going to come into dynamic twisting here, and we're going to keep this pretty basic, so no pendulum today, but I'm going to scoot out a little bit away from my wall though. So arms are out to the side. Palms are down, really stabilize into the shoulders and the arms. Knees one leg at a time into the tabletop position. Good. And we're going to come over into a hover towards the right. Look at the knees. Can you keep them even, or does the top knee slide back a little bit? And if it does, take that hip a little bit more forward. Good. And then move back through center to the other side. And center. And here's set 2. And going into 3. So if you move too fast, it's when the knees and the hips get out of alignment here. So you can have a steady pace, but just not too fast. Good. And we'll go 5. I think this is 5. Running joke is Pilates teachers are the most horrible counters, and it's true. And we'll take this as 6. And 7. Woo. And 8. Complete your 8. Take that all the way back over to the right for a twist. Just hold it there. Breathe and expand that rib cage. And when you're ready, one leg at a time, we're using those abs to bring you back in the center. Take it over to the other side. Breathe and expand. And when you're ready, carefully bringing that back into center. Good. So from here, good, I'm going to come back over where I was. Feet are going to be grounded. Arms up. We're going to do 4 chest lifts here, and then we're going to do a variation of our chest lifts. Make sure the heels are not too close or too far away. Big inhale. Exhale, nod the chin. Really reach, really scoop. So how high can you lift? How deep can you reach? And lift and lower. Inhale, exhale. Lift higher, reach deeper, and lift the arms and lower. Inhale, exhale, lift, reach, lift, and lower. Last one. And come down. Good. So from here, this is opposite arm, opposite leg. Good. So I'm just going to lengthen my left leg here, take my right arm behind. Inhale, exhale, I'm going to reach and lower. This time, knee's going to bend. I'm going to take it towards the outside. You may or may not touch, that's okay. But think about a twist and lengthen. And here's 2. And 3, lift. And twist. And 4, lift. And twist. And 5, lift. And twist. And 6, lift. And twist. Good. Take that down, a bend in the left knee. Right leg's going to come long. Doing that to the other side. Left arm long behind you. Here we go. 6 times. Lift. And twist. Lift. Twist. 3. 4. 5. And 6. Whew. Taking that down, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle side to side. Gently take head and neck from side to side. Getting ready for the hundreds here. Feet can be grounded, tabletop up to the ceiling for diagonal line. Wherever you're going, make sure you can maintain neutral spine and your back doesn't get involved. Head and neck get tired, lower the upper body down. So from here, whenever you're ready, good, I'm going to start here. Arms up, inhale, lift, really reach. Good, start pumping long and strong. And we inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift higher. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, reach deeper. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, hold. Lift higher, reach deeper. And bring that down. Woo. Wiggle, 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 side to side. All right. You can transition in the way that's best for you, rolling over onto your side and coming into a seat. Or you can roll up like a ball. Good. And from here, taking the legs long. So we're going to work on roll downs, roll ups, roll overs, and a jackknife variation for those of you that are able to go to those. So remember, you always have the opportunity just to work on a roll down, roll over to your side, come back up. Legs can be long with that or bent. Some of you are going to do half roll down and half roll up because that's where you are with knees bent or legs long. Or follow me, big inhale, exhale, C curve, take it all the way down. Inhale, lift, exhale, try not to use momentum, and I'm reaching, I'm still favoring that left side, and my legs are still coming up, and I'm gonna roll all the way forward. So I don't do a pretty one, but ideally you wanna roll down and roll up through center, and legs don't lift. Good, and I'm actually gonna just try something here. I've got this folded blanket. Let's see if we can have a little bit of a weight there. Good, and coming down. Inhale. Oh, it's a little bit of a better difference. Oh, but it's still hard. And coming forward and taking that down. And lift. It's hard for the teachers too. We're sweating with you. Good. Taking that forward. Those of you that want to go into the roll over will follow me onto this next one. Taking that over. Good. No neck issues. Open the legs about shoulder width apart and then rolling that down. Good. And rolling forward and going into the next one. Good. And then those of you that can do the roll over, maybe we go into jackknife, or a variation of it rather. So we'll come back. Good. Take it over, lift, and from the lift, rolling it down. It's a lot harder. I liken it to the long spine in Pilates reformer. We'll try one more. So if you've got neck issues, I don't recommend the rollovers or the jackknife variations. And then from here, when you're ready, good, just bending and rock side to side. All right, so coming back onto your back, if you did that final all the way roll up. We're gonna go into a hamstring stretch here. I'm gonna start on the right side, taking hands behind that right leg, let them travel up as high as they can go. You can point and flex to that foot while you're here. Maybe roll in an ankle in one direction and then the other. Spreading the toes wide and then squeezing them together. Good, so from here, we'll take this into a leg circle. So smaller circles, if you are newer or need more core control, larger circles, if you've got that nice core control, hips don't leave the floor, arms can be out to the side for control as well. But from here, when you're ready, good, take it out, go 1, 2, 3, 4, mind your neutral spine. And 8, and let's reverse. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Just bend in that knee. And we'll switch sides. Taking the left leg up, hands behind that left leg. Let them travel up as high as they can go, tagging in towards the face. Point and flex through that foot. And roll that ankle in one direction. And then in the other. Snap, crackle, pop's okay as long as there's no pain associated with those noises. And then spreading the toes wide and squeezing them together a few times. Good. And then when you're ready, good. We'll take that into the leg circles from here. So smaller, if that's where you need to be, or larger if you're a little bit more advanced. We'll go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, whoops, hit the wall, 3, 2, and 1. Good. When you're ready, just bring that in. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So if rolling like a ball is not your jam, roll over to your side and balance in a boat. Those of you that will roll like a ball with me, you can hold on to the shins or the thighs. If you're on the thighs, try not to swing the legs around. But we're going to roll like a ball 8 times. So coming back up, here we go. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't roll back on the neck. 6, 7, and 8. Woo! Find that balance and roll that down. Good. Coming into single leg stretch, knees in tabletop position. Good. Arms up, big inhale. See, curve it up. Right knee comes in, left leg goes long, and switch. And 2, and 3. Hips don't move. 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take that in a single straight leg stretch. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't forget to breathe. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it in. Double leg stretch. Exhale. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Take it up. Here we go. Inhale on the lower and lift. 10, 9, 8. I'm going to lower down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend those knees, hands behind the head. Lead with shoulder, not with the elbow. Really rotate and crisscross. 1, 2. Hips stay grounded. 3, 4. Really reach those legs. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! Take that down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Catch that breath. All right. From here, when you are ready, we are going to roll up to a seat. So come over to your side or roll like a ball to get there. Woo! Let's take those legs wide. Let's come into a stretchy here. Good. So I'm just going to take my pelvis into anterior tilt. So my tailbone's coming behind, hip bones are rocking forward. Good. Big inhale and reach. Exhale, hinge and fold. Maybe if it's okay, you can walk those fingertips more forward. I'm sweating too. Whew. When you're ready, good, we'll walk this up. Good. And from here, we're just gonna take a little rotation towards the left and just walk that out towards the left leg. Breathe and expand. This opposite hip stays grounded. And coming back up. Good, taking that to the other side, walking that out. Other hip stays grounded. Breathe and expand. Good. Now when you're ready, we'll come back up. I'm going to take my legs in a little bit closer. We're going to come into the saw series from here. So let me turn this way. Careful not to pull my pants down and back. Good. So legs can be about mat width apart or a little bit closer in. Just kind of be your own judgment there. But toes are in flexion. Keep a little bend in the knees. If you're tight in the backside, you can always roll up a blanket or a towel or something like that under there to help you. So spine stretch forward, arms are forward. Spine is long, belly button in, deep C curve. Think about that standing roll down that we did. Think about keeping that C curve. You're peeling down one vertebrae at a time. It's not a hinge from the hip. And then from here, when you're ready from the tailbone, we will roll that back up one vertebrae at a time. And we'll take that again. Deep C curve scoop, reaching, 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 ears by the biceps. And taking that back up. We're gonna do that one more time. And round, 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 belly button stays in. And coming back up. Good. From here, let's take the hands behind the head. We're going to go into rotation. Hips are going to stay grounded as well. We're going to rotate and rotate. And right, and right, and right. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, we'll just stay right here. Good. Get the side bend again. Think about squeezing that low rib cage and that hip bone together. Both hips stay grounded though. And come up and other side. Good. And side bend. One more time. Good. From here, I'm going to turn this way because I've got more room. Good. So we're going to put all of that together. So from here, I'm going to rotate. I'm going to round. I'm twisting. I'm reaching and coming back up and rotate, reach and round. Both hips stay grounded, no pulsing and coming back up. Rotate, reach and round. Coming up, rotate, reach and round. And coming back up one more time through, rotate, reach and round. You're sawing off the pinky toe with the pinky finger, coming back up and rotate and reach and round. And coming back up. Great job. From here, we're going to come belly down. So this is prone work. So from here, as we come onto the belly, legs are going to be about hip width apart here. Good. Now, my hands are under my shoulders. That's just for a measurement. I'm going to take them a little bit more forward and a little bit to the side. I'm going to let my elbows come to the side. Belly button in. We're going to come into 6 swans here. How high you come up depends on you. So it doesn't matter if you come all the way up or just a little bit. We just don't want any crunching to happen in the low back. How do you know if you're crunching? If it feels like it's crunching, then you're crunching. So belly button is in. Good. So maybe lift a little bit, maybe a little bit more, maybe a lot. Notice how my shoulders are in their pockets and I'm not hanging in my back. So this is hanging. This is supported. Be supported. And we'll lower that back down. Inhale, exhale, swan 2. And taking that down. Inhale, exhale, swan 3. And take it down. Inhale, exhale, swan 4. And take it down. Inhale, exhale, swan 5. And take that down. Inhale, exhale, swan 6. And take that down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. If your back is one that needs to come back into a child's pose here real quick, go ahead and take that. Otherwise, we're just going to get a real quick quad stretch in here before we do swan dive and swan rocker. So bend the knee, any knee, that same arm, hand as leg reaches back. You can also grab pants. Think about lengthening a little bit from hip to knee and just find that nice quad stretch, the front of the thigh. Good. And from here, we'll carefully release without slingshotting, always being in control, taking that into the other side. Lengthening from hip to knee. And release. Good. Now, in order to do the swan dive, you need to be able to do high swan. So if that's not your jam today, then you just keep continuing to do swan and take breaks as you need to. If you're going to dive with me, we'll dive 4 times. We'll go into that to rocker for 4 times. So from here, coming up into the dive, 1, 2, 3, 4, right into the rocker. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Woo! Take that down, hands under the shoulders, child's pose. All right. When we're ready, we're going to come up. We're going to go into that kneeling side leg series here. So if you need the blanket for the knee cushion, this is where I would bring it in. Good. And then remember, the block is not required. It's just for those of us that are shorter, that have shorter arms. Form just tends to be better when we're not worried about reaching. But remember, your block has 3 heights. You've got this height, you've got this height, you've got this height. So if you're using a block, you can always change it up to suit your needs. So I'm going to take this one right here. My block is on my left side. We're going to be on the left knee. I'm going to take my right leg out here. Good. And then from here, good. I'm just going to come into this block. So think about shoulder and knee or shoulder and hand here. That was totally wrong. Shoulder, hip, have all of that in the same alignment here. Good. And then we'll come up. Good. And then we'll lift. So from here, when you're ready, we're going to lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 little circles forward. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Kicks go. 1. Pulse, pulse. 2. Good. Watch the pelvis. We're not doing this number. Okay. Lifting the leg higher if you can will give you more challenge as well. Good. And one more. Woo! Take that back. Take that down. Good. From here, I'm going to move my block out of the way, come into a side plank. So for some of us, that knee might stay down and we're just lifted. Others are going to find the side plank that works for you. So find it, pressing through the shoulder, shoulders over behind the wrist. Maybe we can lift up a little bit, maybe find a little arc here. And then when you're ready, carefully taking that down, we're going to switch sides. So if you use the block, take that to the other side. Yes, we've got stretches coming after this series, I promise. So now blocks on the right side, we're going to be on the right knee, left leg's going to be out here. Good. Find it where you need it. And on this side, I'm a little bit better. So I'm just going to take this down a little bit. Good. So from here, when you're ready, big inhale, woo, and lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 little circles forward. 1, 2, watch that pelvic control. And to the back. 4, 3, 2, 1. And kick. Front, front, and back. Whoop, that was horrible for me. You know why? Because I'm worried about that silly wall behind me. We'll try that again. Here's front, front, and back. There we go. Front, front, back. 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 Woo, taking that down, coming up, moving a block out of the way, finding side plank on this side. Find yours. Might be the same way you did it on the other side, might be different. Find it where you need it. Good, lifting up the hips, maybe finding a little arc. And when you're ready, woo, you're gonna take that down, come onto your back. Gonna move that out of the way. We're gonna come into figure 4. Our legs are hips are gonna be very happy to be in this figure 4 after that series. So let's start. Let's take the left leg, your left ankle over that right knee. You can press in here. You can bring it into the chest. Rock, 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 side to side. Just a nice, nice stretch. And then when we're ready, we'll release. We'll take that to the other side. There's my tighter side. So remember, you can always just stay here if you need that, or you can bring it in. Rock, rock, rock. Good. And then when you're ready, good. You can roll over to your side again and come to a seat or come up here. So you can choose rolling like a ball. You can find boat or follow me with seal. So seal, we take one arm under one leg, take it under the other leg. So even if you're just here and you're not going to rock, this is a challenge to be in this balance. And then when you're ready, everything else is the same as rolling like a ball. Careful not to roll back on the neck. We're going to go 6 times. So we'll go 1, clap, 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 2, 3, 4, smile, have fun with it, 5, and 6. Woo! I'm going to come all the way up, finding it forward, finding that plank. From your plank, knees can be lifted or grounded. We will do one leg lift. If I can get my words out. I'm going to blame COVID on that for the brain fog. Good. So if you're grounded, this is your leg lift. Okay, lifting straight back. If you're lifted, this is going to be yours. So find your plank where you're going to go here, and we're going to take 2 to each side. So right, left, right, left. Good. Hinging the hips or bending the knees, walking the hands back towards the feet. Hip stop over the ankles. Good. From here, maybe folding a little bit more. Hip to heel pressure, round, 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 doing that roll up. And coming all the way back up. But wait, there's more. We're going to do a few more Pilates push-ups here, like where we started. So finding what you need, hip width apart feet together, or Pilates V. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, deep sea curve scoop. Good. Walk it out to the plank. Hold that plank. Hinge from the hips or bend at the knees. Take that back towards the feet. Stopping hips over the ankles. Pressing in as you round it up. Coming all the way up. And we'll open. And we'll reach. And we'll roll it down. As you roll it down, knees can be lifted or grounded. Turn fingers, elbows, shoulders inside. We're going to go for 5 push-ups here. Elbows will come out to the side, halfway down. We go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take that back. Final roll up. Make it your best one. Coming all the way up and open. Good. From here, taking the hands forward, round and reach. And taking it behind, just opening up the shoulders a different way. and release. Let's go into a little bit of a neck stretch here. So from here, I'm just going to take my right ear to my right shoulder. Good. Maybe pressing away with left arm. Right hand can come up and just rest there. And release, taking that to the other side. Left ear, left shoulder. Maybe right arm comes out. Maybe left arm comes up. Gives it a nice little stretchy, letting gravity doing the work, so there's no pulling or tugging. And coming back up. Good, keeping sternum and shoulders forward. Look to one side, and then the other, and again to the one side, and the other. Big inhale. Exhale, take that down, pressing through. Grow taller from crown to tail as you bring those arms down. Way to go. You made it through this Pilates mat work class. I hope you had a good sweat, good core work, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.